Hello, baby.
Hello, nasty. Hello there.
Hello.
I say hello.
Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends.
Hello, operator.
The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 225 of The Brink of Sanity.
Yeah, let's finish the Illuminati Saga.
Okay.
So I think we left off at the end of the show. I sent him an email saying something along the lines of, if I wasn't serious, I would have been hard all the episode, being ready to come. Something ridiculous I sent to him. And it was the first one he responded to with an actual, like what the fuck email.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, why would you send it to me? That's awful.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's finally catching on. And then the next one was like, are we going to do this deal or not?
Unbelievable.
I just told him I had an erect cock during the whole show and I was ready to come on him. And he's like, sounds good. That's awful, but let's still do this transaction.
Yeah, don't talk about coming all over the place, but do give me money.
I still think this is going to happen. I mean, like, so at some point, he threatened me and said, this is all a joke to you. Oh, what do we do the next day?
Well, I woke up to an email saying, as for you, I know you and your friend are screwing with me, but be rest assured that you are playing with your destiny and you too shall pay for this idiocy and stupidity.
Oh, I had sent him an email saying the next day I am at Western Union and I can't find someone named John.
Oh, right.
That, not the one about coming. That one didn't break him. This one really broke him from character. I just said, you're trying, the wrath of the Illuminati will get you. And then Jay took over.
Are you talking right into your headset?
Can you not hear me? What the fuck?
I feel like it's cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh, good. This is a very important episode, so it should cut it in and out. Why don't you give a recap while I try to fix my microphone?
Okay. So after he said he's at Western Union, there's nobody named John, that's when I got, he sent Mark the email, and then he sent me the one threatening us. So I said, you know what, let's not end it here. Let's keep this going a little bit. So I wrote,
why not just keep it going as long as possible?
Yeah. I mean, the more he's wasting time on us, the less time he's spending stealing other people's money.
Stop trying to make like, oh, I'm helping.
We're heroes. We are, we should probably get an award for this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to play with the levels here and make it even better.
All right. Hit the more better button.
The more better button. Okay, how's that?
That's good.
Oh, wait, no, I'm on. Wait a second. Oh, I was on. Okay, I got it now. I wasn't using the microphone. That was the speaker.
No wonder it's okay.
Okay, hang on.
Oop. Yeah, there we go.
How's that?
That is great.
How great is it?
The greatest, actually.
The greatest ever?
This is the greatest sound live on the show sound check we've ever done.
Holy shit.
Most shows,
my nipples are harder than they were when I was talking to the Illuminati guy.
Most shows don't consider this content.
We consider this content. You have a problem with that? Playing with the levels?
So I wrote,
Jay, I think you're playing with the levels of my heart. Is it working now?
Yes.
Okay. So what did you write, Jay?
I never suggested that you should go to Walmart at Times Square. You brought it up, and I only said go to any Walmart shop, and you will see a Western Union outlet inside Walmart.
See, we already had the bit was over. We're not going to talk to the guy anymore. Well, we're not going to do anything for the show. Yet we just kept going with it because we were like, hey, it may not be for the show that no one listens to. We just want to fuck with the guy anyway.
Sorry, Skip. That was him writing me. I wrote, I'm not screwing with you, but like you were testing me, I was testing you. There is no Walmart in Times Square, and if you were from New York, you'd know that. If you want me to send you $850, you have to be honest with me. I can't send you money till I fully trust you. And that's when he said, I never suggested you should go to Walmart at Times Square. You brought it up, and I only said go to any Walmart shop. He's like going back on his shit. I don't have to earn your trust at all.
No, he's not. He's not full of shit. Go on.
I don't have to earn your trust from the conversation we had a few days ago. Proves to me that you are not serious and have been totally wasting my time. We are the Illuminati, and since you have proven unworthy of becoming a member, you will be cut off with immediate effect. So goodbye. And so I gave it one last shot. I said, you did say you were from New York, and a New Yorker would have said there is no Walmart in Times Square. You, sir, have wasted my time. I thought this was a legitimate opportunity and had my funds ready to go. I even put an extra $200 aside just in case. Just admit you lied about being from New York and apologize for misleading me, and we can move forward. If not, I'll invest my money elsewhere. So now, after messing with this guy for 2.5 weeks, I'm trying to get him to apologize to me.
Which I found enjoyable.
Yes. I was like, if he apologizes to me, this is the greatest thing. So he wrote, I am not a New Yorker. I am from Bologna, Italy. Can't you tell from my Italian accent? Did that accent sound Italian at all to you?
I was kind of shocked when he claimed to be from Italy.
Yeah, that didn't sound Italian at all to me. I have no reason to lie to you, friend.
I have no reason to lie to you.
Except $850, asshole. If you don't want to be great, that's fine. I am not going to force you to become a great man. It's your choice, not mine. So the decision is yours. If I have misled you in any way, there's no periods. I would say sorry,
Kind
but
of like the questions to the show.
Yeah, but I haven't. I moved to New York early this year, and I have traveled out of the state 10 times in the last 1 month. Still no periods. So do you think I will have time knowing every single place in New York? No, just the most famous place in the entire state.
Go on, Jay.
So I wrote, is this the real Illuminati website or a dirty, filthy imposter? And I sent a link to a site called IlluminatiOfficial.org.
Shouldn't I have read his part like we did last episode?
Yeah.
It would have made it work better instead of you doing the exact same voice for both characters.
It would have. It would have.
But go on. Kill this bit.
I said, it says no membership fees and says nothing about elements. I'm very confused. I want to make the correct decision with my money. Do you want to read his part? Do you have this up?
I don't have it up. Just keep going.
Well, so you're going to complain and not even be prepared. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I'm going to complain. That's the best kind of person complaining. It's the person that's not going to do shit about it.
So he wrote, that is not a real Illuminati website, my friend. There are a lot of Illuminati websites, and the real one is only revealed to members. I will urge you to make your decision now and listen to me, because there are a lot of media speculations on the internet. And remember, you are to keep our discussion secret and not do a podcast on it. So tell me what your decision
is. Is that you or him talking?
This is him. He did not mention the podcast. I just threw that part in. So tell me what
you're a clever one, Jay.
So I just wrote, sure, let's do this. Send me the email of the courier, and I will go to Western Union before work. And then I don't know why he got so confused. He was, what do you mean?
Is
email?
it confusing that we're not more successful in life? Go on, Jay.
What
we're spending all this time with this guy.
What do you mean email? You don't need to tell me what time on Monday you will be going to Western Union, blah, blah, whatever. So he wanted to know what time. I wrote, I will be there at 8:37 a.m. And then he said, all right, I'll send the info over after you email me at 8:37. I don't know why he had to send me the email, like the info, like while I'm there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I wrote, I was thinking that since once I get the elements, I will then be getting large sums of money every week. So instead of sending you money for the elements, could you just debit my account for that much during my first weekly payment of riches? And I want to be totally fair, so please take off the full $850 plus interest that is accumulated during that time for my first check. Do you prefer to determine interest by the prime interest rate or LIBOR interest rate? You can take an additional 2% off for being such a nice man. Also, do you think the Knicks are going to make the playoffs this year? He just said, blah, blah, blah. We don't do debit transactions. You don't get paid as a new member for 7 months. And we also haven't passed.
7 months? What am I going to do between now and then? Do I have to join as many? You know what I can do? If I join as many Nigerian Illuminati scams as possible, then it'll start a rolling basis. In 7 months, every month I'll be getting like 7 checks.
Yeah, seriously. If we answer all these Nigerian scams, we're going to be getting like $50 million a week.
Yeah.
So then I didn't answer, and he wrote, I haven't heard from you, and I hope we're still going forward as planned. So then I said, all right, I'm at the place. He sent me the actual name of the criminal.
Yes, the criminal.
Henry Odianosin from Istanbul, Turkey.
Alleged criminal. You don't actually know he's in on the scam. He could just be a courier
Or
that they enslave.
Or maybe this whole thing is real, and we just fucked up our lives.
Can you imagine? Like, it's just like you get to the afterlife and the God's like, yeah, I thought you two were great people. I loved your podcast. I sent the Illuminati for you. Did you fuck that up?
So he sent me the information, and then I wrote back, I must have screwed up because the police want to speak with me. What should I say? I love that. That was Mark's idea.
Yeah.
So he wrote, "What do you mean you must have screwed up and the police wants to talk to you? What has the police gotten to do with you going to the Western Union, Mr. Bobby?"
I love it. Just like so, there's no way the police would get involved.
"What kind of screwed up games are you trying to play with me? Do you think I'm here for jokes? Send me your number. I want to call you right now." So this is.
Do you think this Nigerian guy's really going to call?
I hope so. He's
supposed to call at 9,
supposed to call
right?
in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So this is the last part. I wrote, "Never mind. It was for something totally unrelated. I have some wonderful news."
Totally unrelated.
I have some wonderful news. I must have made a big impression because I was contacted by one of your Illuminati brothers while I was waiting for Officer Francone, and he must have liked my suggestion of using.
Who is Officer Francone?
I don't know. I feel like I've heard that before. Just
I thought it was like one of your comic book, like Officer Francone is Deadpool.
No. I feel like it was from like an 80s show or something. Anyway.
Yeah, it sounded familiar. Go.
He must have liked my suggestion using FedEx because he took $200 off the delivery price. So now I'll be able to continue my journey towards greatness while also saving $200. Isn't that great? I'll be seeing you at an Illuminati meeting very soon.
He didn't like that.
No, he wrote, "You are a big fool. Goodbye."
You are a big fool. I was surprised that was the actually end conversation. I thought he'd keep going with it.
And I just wrote, "You can explain why you're so mean at the next Illuminati meeting." And that was the last we heard from him.
We had so much fun with that. I don't know if you guys had fun with it, but we had a lot of fun. And we're not going to keep scamming every show, but unless we can find out more people to call, I'd probably do this every week.
Well, I mean, we don't get these opportunities very often, so I figured we would just go with it while we had it.
I was telling my wife and I were taking the train back from work today, and I was telling her about it, and she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And I said, "You married me." Anyway.
I told my girlfriend about it, and she's like now paranoid that like this guy's going to come and try and murder us.
I don't like getting threatened by people, even if they're in Nigeria. So I didn't love when the guy was like, not that I knew nothing was going to happen, but he's like, "The Illuminati are going to come get you." And I was like, he's going to probably send some link I'm going to accidentally click on, and my computer's going to be fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thrilled getting threatened either, but
I don't like being threatened by anyone.
But end of the day, it was totally worth it.
It was totally worth it. I listened to episode 76 with the scammer. I thought you guys did a great job, you and Peter. I don't want to repeat that call. I want to do something a little different.
Yeah. So we gotta get him to not hang up immediately. That's the first thing.
I noticed that was the one weakness in the episode is the guy like hung up on you guys like 12 times.
Yeah. But we did get him to keep calling back.
Oh, no. You guys did it. It was, I really enjoyed, that was one of the very few episodes of Brink I've actually listened to, and I actually really enjoyed that. I can't listen to any episode where I'm actually on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to go back and listen to the Illuminati one, but I can't stand them when I'm actually on it. I can't, if I hear my voice, I'm just like, oh, this is kind of funny, but I might just jump off the train. Can you listen to yourself?
I don't like to. I'm not like, I don't know. I don't hate it, but it's not like I would rather listen to an episode of like you and Peter.
Yeah, that's the same. I didn't mind listening. I had no issue. Like I enjoyed listening to you and Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Peter's the I guess the
he's the standard for good listening.
Yes, I like his voice. We'll go back to regular Brink shows, and we're doing the Knicks show now regularly. The Knicks played the other night. We'll talk about that on Sunday. And Jay, are you excited? The Mets' first playoff game is tomorrow night.
Oh, that's amazing. I still can't get over how stupid the one-game playoff thing is.
Why is it stupid? You posted that on Twitter, and I was going to say, Jay, you're wrong.
Why?
Why? What do you mean? It's one game. What's more exciting, a 7-game series or a 1-game series?
Yeah, but what's stupider, having the second best record in the league and getting bumped out in one game, or like that whole thing is just so stupid.
Well, it was just for the whole point was there were 4 teams going into the playoffs, 3 division winners and 1 wild card, and there seemed to be no disadvantage to having a wild card. And they also wanted to add more teams into the playoffs to make it make more money. So they added 1 extra team to the playoffs and had those 2 wild cards play a 1-game, basically play into the next round.
But like yesterday, you had the second and third best records in the league. Play
Right, but
game.
You're really criticizing. But hang on, you're criticizing really the division, like having like the division champ go to the playoffs.
So make just the top 4 teams go to the playoffs. Don't do a
Well,
one-game playoff.
The problem with doing that is that all the schedules are unbalanced schedules. So like the Mets play a good amount of games against the teams in their division, and everyone else does the same thing. So
Make 2 divisions in each league.
it used to be 2 divisions. They made it 3. They just want to have interdivision rivalries. They want to have teams playing. They want to basically. They feel like it'll set, if you have more rivalries. I can't say the word rivalry correctly, but they feel like that's going to increase people watching the games. Because if the Mets have the Mets play the Nationals a lot, then you get excited for national games because they're like the big team we have to face.
Yeah, I do. I just think
they do it in all sports. They have the unbalanced schedules to make it things.
No, I get that. I just think it's really stupid to.
Well, you can't have an unbalanced schedule and then go with the top records.
What if you had 2 divisions? It would still be balanced.
Yeah, but then you just have to. Then you go the top 2 records, and then the other 2 teams be wild cards. It used to be 2 divisions. I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
No, you mean like 2 divisions within each league?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it used to be. I didn't understand why they had changed that.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? Here's the thing. After we get off the phone with the Nigerian guy who's 2 minutes late, we can call Major League Baseball, and you could say, as someone who can't stand watching baseball and would rather have my hand broken than attend a game, I have some ways to fix your playoffs. What are you going to do?
I was going to try and just call him and hang up so that he calls me back.
Okay.
Because I'm not spending $30 on this phone call.
Really? You don't want to spend $30 on the phone call? We just solicit donations from the fans and pay for our call to Nigeria.
Let's start a Kickstarter.
That would be hilarious. That would be really. We're not going to follow through on that, but how much fun would that Kickstarter be? I want to raise money so I can call Nigerian scammers and waste their time. I promise, if you give the money, I will waste their time, try to be funny, and post it. And you can, as a contributor, you can get a podcast. If you contribute over $20, you get a free T-shirt.
Sounds good to me. I think we got a Kickstarter going.
Yeah, I would love to do that Kickstarter.
By the way, we have about 8 Brink shirts left, so get them while they're hot.
Yes.
TheBrinkOfSanity@gmail.com.
But don't buy them too fast or Jay will be encouraged to make more.
No, I'm not. I've had them for 6
I
years.
can see you being like, hey, some guy, we sold all 8 and someone else wants one. Jay, so let's go back to the topic of Jay told me off the air, exciting for on the air, even though even though most of us don't like to buy music anymore, Jay still buys music for 5 bands. Is that what you're telling me?
About, yeah.
He told me for some reason something about how yesterday he got all this new music, and I was like, okay, 17-year-old, go on.
Wait, you don't get music anymore?
No, it's just I get music, but it was like you had a music day or something.
Yeah, I was excited. I found out about all this music I didn't have, and I got a bunch.
What tell me what precipitated this. What happened? You're like every first Thursday of the month is my music day.
It was weird. I was on Facebook and I saw, you know how they pepper your timeline with ads now?
Yeah, I've noticed how it's only. What point in the Facebook movie was Mark Zuckerberg going to be like, yeah, we're going to make this cool, and then in a couple of years, all your Facebook thing is just going to be ads.
Yeah, seriously. Especially I feel like when you go on your phone, it's even more.
They left that part out of the movie.
Yeah, they did leave that part out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to make it cool until movie ends, and it gets really just a website for basically just seeing an ad for whatever you just search for elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on Facebook, and they said, Jay, we know you like this music because we've searched your computer.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, hey Jay. It said, hey Jay. It was really weird. It said, hey Jay, there's a new Collective Soul album out. We know you like them because you listen to them a lot because we're inside your computer.
Go on.
And so I said, well, I have their 8 other albums. I didn't know they had a new album, so I went to iTunes to get it. And then when I went on iTunes, I saw that Eagles of Death Metal had a new album out, and I really like Eagles of Death Metal. And it just spiraled from there.
Hang on. So you have 5 bands you pay for.
Yeah.
So basically, these are the 5. How do you just? I'm guessing these are your 5 favorite bands.
Well, no, I'm not going to give money to Rolling Stones because they have hundreds of millions of dollars. So I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
they were smart enough to do the Nigerian scam. That's how they got their money.
so like bands like that I'm not going to give money to, but I feel like I saw Collective Soul in front of like 500 people like 3 years ago. Like they're not doing great.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have guessed Collective Soul has a lot of money. I would collect. They've had a number of hits.
They have but yeah, they I don't know.
What was that movie where their song was big in? The one with the Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Cruel Intentions. They gotta have some Cruel Intentions money.
They had, I don't know, they had this success in like the late 90s, but I feel like for the last about 15 years they have not done.
Oh, I'm looking at Wikipedia. Here it says they actually rely on money from Jay to get by, and they're very happy Jay has now purchased a new album.
That's good. That's good.
What? How much does it? Let's just say I don't get my music from online downloading sources that I have to pay for.
Yeah.
How much would it cost you to get an album on iTunes?
Well, that's the thing. They had for a long time every album was $10, and now they're starting to throw in $12 albums. I draw the line at 10. If it's a cent above $9.99, I download it. I'm drawing the line.
You don't or do not download it? You do.
I download it. iTunes, we have a tentative agreement. You keep it at $9.99. I'll buy an album once in a while.
But if it's $10, you won't download it.
No. $9.99, that's it.
What's the last hit that anyone has heard
of?
Collective Soul. What's the last hit that was popular?
Yeah, that's my point. They haven't had a hit.
No, I'm asking. You're a big fan. There are 8 albums. You're like, besides their parents, you're the only people that have. You're the only person that has all their albums. What was their last big hit?
I don't know. World I Know, like 96.
Wow, that was a long time ago. That was a good song. I don't understand this. So far the first 2 bands you will support by paying are Collective Soul and Eagles of Death Metal. 2 bands. I don't really know Eagles of Death Metal, but I'm guessing their music is slightly different than Collective Soul.
They don't sound like the Eagles or death metal.
What do they sound like? Can you play some of it? Stop playing.
It's probably the greatest thing I've ever heard, right?
You know when you walk on the street in the city, in New York City, and you pass homeless people on the street, and they usually are asking they say they're really hungry and they need money, and you're in your mind say, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go and buy them a sandwich. So they're not hungry, because I don't want to just give them money and have them spend it on alcohol. I'll buy them a sandwich.
Yeah.
When you buy the album from iTunes, is there an option to send the band a sandwich?
No, I didn't see that option.
I'm just wondering, because they must be starving because this music sucks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to go back to Nigerian Scam.
So good.
Man.
How do you not like that?
Do they sing?
Yeah.
Could you like go to the middle of the song when they start singing?
Sure.
It's like a death metal queen. Slugs all through.
Okay, so I understand why.
Make me say shit. Goddamn.
Yeah, I understand why you send these people money, because Collective Soul has to have a lot of money unless somehow they lost their money to Madoff. Versus these guys probably don't have a lot of money. I get why you'd buy their album.
I don't see why you're hating on this group.
They're amazing. Okay, who are the other 3 bands?
It's one of the guys from Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, okay. So what are the other 3 bands that you support?
Dandy Warhols.
Fair enough.
I don't know is there more?
Why did you say there were 5 if there weren't 5? Hello?
Hello. Hi, Bobby. This is Park calling from China.
Oh, fantastic. I'm very excited.
How are
for
you?
this. I am doing good. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm
Uh,
fine.
I'm sorry.
I was called you yesterday.
I know I missed the call, but this is a better time. During the day, it's just really hard for me to make phone calls. I work all day, and it's like
Oh.
it's really hard. But this is the perfect time, and I am so excited to speak to you. What time is it in China right
Uh-huh.
now?
Now it's 10:20 a.m.
Can I ask you a question? This may sound odd. How is the food over there?
Sorry?
How is the Chinese food over there?
Chinese?
Yeah,
Chinese?
do you call it Chinese
Chinese,
food, or do you just call it food?
uh-huh. Chinese, they are fine.
Okay, I was just wondering. I've never spoken to anyone from
Have,
China.
have you been to China before?
I've never been to China, but I'm hoping with the money
Oh.
we're going to get that one day we'll be able to go to China. I can't really afford it right now. Do you think one day I'll be able
Uh-huh.
to? How expensive is a flight to China?
What is this?
How expensive is a flight to China?
Flight to China?
Yeah, how expensive
I
is a
think
flight?
it's 24 hours. I don't know, maybe 2 days, 2 days.
Oh, okay. I was asking about the cost, but it was probably
Yeah.
lost in translation. I
Mm-hmm.
have, so, so I have,
Uh-huh.
so, tell me, so I'm excited to speak to you.
You're talking very, very fast. What? Can
I
you come
will,
again?
I will come again. I will talk slower. I'm sorry. I am excited to speak with you and learn, all about our business together.
Uh-huh.
Um, so
So,
could you explain things to me?
what?
He wants you to explain the process.
Okay, I will explain to you because my husband was late, so I need somebody to stand to my husband so that I will get the money out.
Was your
And
husband a
don't
good
worry about that.
Slower.
was your husband a good lover?
Hmm?
So
I was saying, was he a good husband?
your husband has the same last name as me.
Yes.
That is a amazing coincidence.
So I want you to help me so that they will bring out the money. They will send it to you.
I would
And
love
don't worry about your expenses
I would
because
love to help.
I will give you for
I would love to help you. This sounds like a wonderful
yeah, and I
opportunity.
will. Mm-hmm.
Do For this opportunity, do we have to get married?
Uh-huh.
We do have to
When
get
the money
married.
comes out, then I will come.
So do we have to get married or not?
No, 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 not. When you get the money, then I will come to you, and then we will plan for our life together, and I think we will do business.
That sounds. Can you tell me more about our life together?
Huh?
Tell me more about what will our life be like together?
When the money comes out, then you receive the money, then I will come to you.
Right. What will we do? What will our life be like? Will we watch Wheel of
What?
Fortune together?
I don't
Will
understand. What? Can you?
Tell me about our life when you get here. What will we do together?
Oh, then we will stay together and plan for our life together.
What will our life together be like? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Do you live alone?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
What will we do with the money when we're together?
Oh, I will give you your percentage, 40%.
Right.
And then I think
Will we be
because that is
lovers?
very big money.
Right. Will we be lovers? Will we be swingers? Will we have other couples over for romantic holidays?
Will we open
Uh-huh.
a food truck?
Yeah.
Do you think we can bring Chinese food to America with our money?
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds promising.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do we have to do to
So
get
any
them?
expenses?
Any expenses are going to be
Hmm?
covered? Okay.
Yeah. Any expenses you do, I will pay you back. I will give you 40% out of it,
Do you give massages?
and I hope I can. I hope I can trust you with the money.
Yes. I am very trustworthy.
Okay, that's good.
I've never had someone give me a large sum of money and had it go wrong.
Uh-huh.
What tell
Okay.
me. What do I have to do to get
Uh,
this money? Tell me about the transaction.
uh,
What do we need to do to get this going?
What is the next
Oh,
step?
the next step, I will send you the application form.
Tell me about the application form.
Sorry.
Does anyone there speak English?
In China.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah, they can speak English in the bank. Some of them
Ah,
can speak English, but sorry, my
okay.
English not so good.
No, your English is great. Um,
not not so good.
how much money is 40%?
That is $2.8 million US dollars.
Oh, wait, are these Chinese dollars or US dollars?
In RMB, but they will transfer you into US dollars.
Okay, because I wouldn't know where to spend Chinese dollars. Because I'd go to a supermarket and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Can I buy cheese?" They'd be like, "That's $2," and I'd be like, "Here's two Chinese dollars," and they say, "We don't accept Chinese dollars." It'd be confusing.
Uh-huh.
Do you
So I hope you can help me.
have you heard of the expression "make it rain"? Do you think we
What
can
is it?
make it rain with this money? Like make it rain, like we go to strip clubs, throw the money in the air while the strippers dance. Can we do that? Because I've seen rappers do that, and I've always wanted to do that.
Uh-huh.
Are the people in China tall?
The people here in China, I don't know
Do you know any tall people?
because my husband is from.
How tall was your husband?
Some of them are rich.
Okay. How did your husband become rich?
Yeah. My husband is working before in Hong Kong.
Oh, what did he do?
He is working by hipping company.
Okay. Do you like hot yoga?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that popular there?
Mm?
Is hot yoga popular there? It's been catching on in America. I'm wondering if hot yoga is popular in China as well.
Yeah.
It is? Okay, tell me about this
Come
application.
again?
Tell me, I would love to come again. Tell me about this application.
Okay.
I want to
I
make
will
sure
send you the application.
I want to make sure I understand what's going to be on the application. I get overwhelmed very easily. So just tell me about the questions I need to know for the application so I don't mess it up.
Okay. I'm going to send you the next step. I'm going to send you the application. You will fill your name because you and my husband are the same surname. Mm-hmm.
Do I use my name or do I use like a different name?
No, it's just very simple application. You will see when I send to you.
Well, just tell me about
And
what
you
else.
just follow the
What else? What other questions are they going to ask me?
just
What if they
ah
ask me, "Am I your husband?" Do I mark yes or no?
no, they will. What did you say again?
If they ask me if I'm your husband on the application, do I mark yes or no?
Uh,
Does the
n-
application ask anything about us being husband and wife?
no, that is not just a simple question. You will see. You will see. I will send it to you.
Tell me more. What other questions are on there? Because it's hard for us to connect by phone, and I don't want to get the application and then not be able to call you again. So tell me what other questions
Then
are on
that is
there.
for the bank for the bank application that you need to fill up.
I need to fill up for the application.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they need
I
your signature. That's only.
okay. I'm excited to do this. This sounds like a great opportunity. Um, what
Yeah.
happens? What happens if I don't give you the money?
Sorry.
What if you give me the money and I don't give you your share?
No, because I'll give you the money because I trust you, and I hope I can trust you also with the money.
But what happens if you
And I
can't?
know American people.
Yeah. What happens if you can't trust me? What happens then?
But just like that, I trust you.
Do you like American Chinese food better than regular Chinese food?
Yes, I
Okay.
trust more America more than Chinese.
You do. Okay. Okay. I would too. I would trust. Yes. Um, have you been to
Okay.
America? Have you been to America before?
No, never, never.
Oh. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to go in America?
Oh, you are in New York, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Someday in future, I want to meet you.
Yeah,
I
that'd
will
be
come to
great.
your country.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think
So
do you think Chase Utley is an asshole for taking out Ruben Tejada on that slide? I mean, he cost the Mets the game.
uh-huh,
Don't you think that's
uh-huh.
ridiculous? Do
Sorry.
you um do you so I want to know, are you going to look poorly down on me for my looks? I look like a sumo wrestler. I've heard the Chinese people like the sumo
What?
wrestler look. I look like a sumo wrestler.
Uh-huh.
Is
But
that okay with you?
yeah, it's okay for me, no problem.
Would you? I need help.
But
I
I
need
have
I need I need to be sponge bathed. Can you sponge bathe me,
uh
or can you have someone else? Can we hire someone to sponge bathe me?
what is it? Come again? You're talking very, very fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking way too fast. Uh, so my question to you is, this money I'm getting,
Uh,
what will it cost?
uh-huh.
Is there any transaction fees?
If you get the money and then what?
He's asking if there are any fees to deposit the money.
How does this scam
Oh, I
work? How
don't.
do we pay you?
How you pay me?
Yes, I don't. We have to pay some money to get the money. Isn't that how it usually works?
When you put
Two
the
point
when you put the money in our
2.8 million. Mm-hmm.
when you put the money in our bank account, is there a
Yes.
transaction fee?
Yeah.
There
You can
is.
send it to me, or maybe I will come to you. No, don't send the money to me. It's better I will come to you.
You
Okay, so you're just going to come to, yeah, just so instead of putting the money in our bank account, you're just going to come to New York.
so I,
Yes, and then we can do business there if there is a good business over there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
perfect. We'll meet at
Yeah.
IHOP.
Do you think we could buy the New York Knicks?
Ah,
We want to, with the money, we want to purchase the basketball team. We be owners of
Is
the team.
everyone over there as tall as Yao Ming?
We want to buy seven Yao Mings and win the championship.
Okay. That's good.
Was your husband Yao Ming?
No, he was he was Ahmad McKenna.
Sorry. Was she hang up?
Yeah.
What the? Speak some English if you're going to scam us.
Yeah, seriously. So this guy was Mr.
Is this going to be on the Brink Show or the Nick Show?
Yeah, it's going to be on the Brink Show. This guy was Mr. Ahmad McKenna.
What are the chances?
Yeah, what are the odds?
What are the odds?
So if you're in the live room, we do prank calls on the Brink Show, and that was our prank call for today.
Since like 2 weeks ago. Okay, should we close out the Brink Show now or the Nick Show? What do you want to close out? Is she going to call back, you think?
No, I don't think she's calling back. I don't think she liked the fact that a second voice jumped in
With no explanation?
with no explanation.
I
I don't think she knew.
I couldn't remember the name of your character, so I just didn't bother.
The first few times I talked, I think she thought it was you.
Well, you kept saying we, and I thought you should have just said I and just pretended you were the same person.
I didn't. Yeah. Whatever. The call isn't going nowhere.
That was going nowhere. The only part of the call I even liked was when I asked him, does anyone there speak English? And she said, in China? I was like, yeah.
I lost it. I was laughing so hard.
Nothing else was that funny. Okay, why don't we end the Knicks podcast then? Or which show are you going to end?
Let's end Brink and then the Knicks so I can at least have some semblance of being able to edit this mess together.
The Brink part was part of maybe the worst episode ever of Brink, where we waited for we had an hour and a half worth of material that was terrible, and Jay edited down to like 25 minutes, and now we have this call that was terrible. This does not. We should call the Illuminati every week. This is awful. Do you think the Illuminati wants to guest host the podcast?
Yeah, I would love to have that guy back on again.
At least he spoke some English.
Yeah.
This person was terrible.
My dad just forwarded me a scam email with a phone number.
Dial the phone number right now. You gonna dial it?
Yeah, I'm gonna dial it.
I didn't even know what the prank. I didn't know what the scam was. I'm not even reading the emails you're sending me because I'm like, I'll give a shit when the person actually calls up, and I'm sure all it is I give you money for some reason.
Yeah. All right. So this one is we have deposited a check to Western
call
Union.
Failed.
Ah.
Yeah, who cares?
Hey, jerk! We tried to call you, and your phone number doesn't work. Well, I'll try and get that guy back. Okay. So anyway, that was our Brink episode 225.
What did we learn today, Jay? Scamming people that are not the Illuminati is not as much fun.
Well, only if it works. Like, it's hard to get these things to work.
Yeah. It's like you have to actually get them to answer the phone. You have to have them speak English, some semblance of English.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we'll
if you have an
trying.
American-based scam, we're open for trying American-based scams now. So,
and any scam you can find with a phone number, we'll give it a try.
Yeah, we really were just reaching out and trying to.
Also, I couldn't help but notice our downloads have sucked lately. So,
Brink or Knicks?
We're doing the closeout for the Brink.
Oh, whatever.
And so we don't really know what we're doing as far as promotion goes. So tell your friends, retweet, share stuff.
Tell us how to promote the show.
Yeah, tell us how to promote the show. Get the word out.
You should really beg people to tell your friends when we did the worst episode of Brink ever. Yeah, this is the one you really want. Hey guys, usually I just listened to a terrible, unlistenable show about them calling some Chinese woman. Hey, you guys should listen to this too.
Well, when you tell them about the show, why don't you tell them to listen to episode 224 and not 225?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening, and
I'm shocked if you got this far in the episode.
Yeah, and we'll be back soon.
Bye, bye, love.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. It's all over.
Goodbye. It's time to go.
This is the end.
Say goodbye.